So we can
Yes,
hear you.
yes, we can
Okay,
hear
Yes,
you.
thank you.
loud and clear.
Yep, thanks. Okay, so we are saying that can we schedule this report? Yes, we can schedule this report as well. Okay, so when I click on the scheduling, you can see here, you can add the user in that report to whom this report should go by clicking this, and you can put the username. Okay, like this. You can put the external email ID as well. Maybe you can put your own email ID. You will get a report on that email. You can put the group like this. You can put another, I can say support email ID. You can put it here. Okay. The most important point which is to be understand here is this thing only. This run on. When you want this report should be run daily, weekly, monthly, periodically, once, on demand, entry start, entry end. If I said daily, what time you want this report should be come in your bucket? I said morning 8 o'clock. That's fine. Weekly, which day you want? I say Wednesday. What time? 8 o'clock. Okay. Monthly, which day of the month you want? I say 11th of every month. What time? You can mention it here. Then periodically, after the interval, after every 10 days, I should get a report. You can mention the 10 days. So if you are getting a report today, then the next report you will get on the after 10 days. Once, only today, just close it. Or on demand. When I open the scheduling, then only I should able to run this report. Business calendar start entry means when your day is starting, when your week is starting, then you want this particular report to be execute. Okay, then you can say yearly, yes, yearly. Offset type, then you have to be define the multiple options. Week. I never use these options because in IT industry we mainly use these four options, these three: daily, weekly, or monthly. Okay, so I said daily. Now, if you want to put any conditions, you can put the condition in the scripting format. Okay, omit if no record. It means suppose today my report has a no data in it. Can I omit it? Yes, you can omit it. Don't need to be sent that report. What the subject of this report should be contain? What is the message in the mail body you want? What type of report you want? PDF, PNG, or what? I said I want PDF landscape. Zip out, I have no idea that what is the meaning of zip out, or maybe sorry, it is for the zipping. If it is a lengthy one, so it will be zip for you automatically. Include with, it is used for the scripting purpose. Then if you click on the submit, then this report will be triggered for you. Now what you can do, create a report in your instance, enable the email properties. Okay, then schedule it for maybe today evening or today or tomorrow morning, and then you can do the next part on that front. Okay, it will give you the idea. The only thing which recommended by ServiceNow is that never ever give the sharing report report scheduling rights to the ITL user. The simple reason behind that is basically, suppose Farha want to schedule a report in the midnight 12 o'clock. Shihim want to schedule a report in the middle in the night in the midnight 12 o'clock. Anjan, Sachin also want to schedule a same report, or not same report, basically on the same time. And all these four are using the four different table: incident, change, problem, and request. And all these four guys are using the complex query in that. Farha put in the incident table, I want a report of the incident where the resolve date is less than 5 days, category is X, priority is Y, impact is Z, opened by this particular country or this particular user. So you can see that how many combinations she is putting here. Same goes for Anjan, Shihim, and Sachin as well. Now suppose if at the midnight 12 o'clock, all these reports will trigger in the database, it can impact my performance as well. It can impact my instance performance as well. So this right, this scheduling right has been given only to the operation team or the system admin only in the practical life. And whenever anyone want that he want a report to be scheduled, he share the detail with the particular person or the team. That team will analyze that how much efforts this report is taking, how much consumption this report is doing in the database, and according to that they will set up the report for you guys. Okay, any question, any doubt till this point or on this point? Farah, Anjan, Sheem, Roshan, Mahesh.
No,
Uh, I have some questions here.
Yes, Anjan.
Basically, what happened? I had observed that, if I am a change manager or if I am an incident manager, so when I create some reports, right? Because obviously it is having a ideal user, but I have special rights. So how do you give these special rights? See, if a ideal user is there, he can create the report, but he cannot publish the report or he cannot share the report. So how that is being maintained? That I was searching that on ACL, but I could not locate that.
Wait. So I guess some thing wrong in the problem statement as well. You say that there's a report which is created by the ITIL user, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and he want to share it.
Yeah, but he cannot. But as a change
No,
manager,
ITIL user can share the report. That is the out of the box, but he cannot schedule the report.
okay.
Okay, this thing. So if you see here that we are able to share this report, even though I log in as an admin, if I log in with some ITIL user, I can share the report. Scheduling we need to be restricted. Otherwise, later on it will be get a lot of problem for my system.
Okay.
Okay, there's a no ACL has been mapped on this particular area.
Okay, but I have seen many of the ITL user doesn't have these kind of facilities until unless he has some other privileges.
Yes, that is the reason I said in the beginning, go to the roles and try to see the role which has a report word, that which access or which role is
Okay,
required for that.
I remember now. Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
there are approximately 3 to 4 roles are there. Okay, read about that role, that if I give this role to any user, what will happen.
Got it.
Okay, ACL is the second part. First, if a user is not able to access, not able to see this thing, it means it is moreover on the rolling part. That role is not available to that particular user. ACL come on the table level and the field level, that if this user is not able to see this particular field, that is the ACL. That is not the role. You are in your home. You can see anything because you are admin of that. But if I come to your home, I cannot go to other rooms other than the guest room, because that is the ACL has been put up. I cannot come to your home because I don't know you.
It is what?
This is
Excuse me?
ACL, access control list.
Okay.
If I don't know Anjan, then I cannot go to Anjan home. It means I don't have that role Anjan. So first check the role, then check the ACL is applied or not. Okay. And Farah, don't worry, we have this topic as well in our agenda.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'll come this point little later. Now I'll come to the export to the PDF. Suppose I want to download this report. Click to export PDF and you can download it easily. See, you can say landscape, whatever you want, export it. It will be downloaded for you. Okay, I click on the download. It will be available for me now. Let me open this. Now I will give the one more homework here. Okay. Number 1 point, and this is for everyone. I will not teach this thing because it is not the I'll not say it's required. It is easy to understand. You guys need to be identify how I can make a change of these things, these header and footer. If I want to put something more here in the footer, how I can make the changes here. Okay, this thing, header and footer are there. I want to put a logo of my company here. How and where I can go and put the logo. I will not tell this thing to anyone. Very clearly, you have to be go and do some R&D now. It is easy topic to do that part. Okay, now I come to the one more important point here. Okay, if I create a report, is called the suppose list view. Okay, click run. It's running the report for me. Let me remove this. Let's put all. Now, still very less. Okay, incident. Now the thing is that you can download this report like this. Right click and export. But you guys need to be identify that how many records I can download in a one go from the service now. Any idea the count that how much record I can download in a one go? Any guesses? Sachin? Any guesses? Mahesh?
No idea.
Put some wild guesses, no problem.
How many records you can?
Yes.
We can.
Down. Tell me. 1, 2,000, 2,000, 5,000, 8,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh. See, it is a very powerful tool. So don't underestimate the power of service now. Tell me. Anjan, what do you think? How many records I can download it in a one go?
How many records we can download in one go?
Yes.
No.
Come on. Fast.
No.
Sachin.
Challenging.
Sachin.
I think so. 3,000 something. 30,000 something.
Anju bhai,
How many records I can download from ServiceNow in one go?
no idea.
Count. I want the count. Okay. I'll give you the exact figures.
Is there any limit?
Yes, my dear friend, yes. Definitely. Okay. So you can download 10,000 record in Excel format, in this particular format.
10,000. Wow.
Okay. In XLS, you can download 10,000 records. In CSV, you can download approximately 13,000 records. Now the question comes, why I cannot download more than that? Can I increase the limit? Definitely you can increase the limit. Where I can increase the limit, that is the homework for you guys. Go and identify where I can change the limit of report downloading. I will not tell you. We done that topic earlier. We know where need to be go and make a changes on that part. Plus, if your customers say, if your clients say that please increase the limit, don't increase the limit. Simple, tell that boss, I cannot do that part. Reason being, it will be impacting your system performance. 10,000 records downloading. Suppose in a one record I have 30 fields value. So in a 10,000 I have a 3 lakh values. Can you imagine that this data need to be downloaded in an Excel format? How much time it will take? And it can impact the backend operation as well. Okay, so these two things important for you guys to identify where this limit has been mentioned. Now I come to the second part of my today's topic called the dashboard. Okay, dashboard is also one of the finest place. This one. Dashboard basically used by the high level management. Means I can say the command center lead of a region, country head, right? Region head, country head, technology head. Those people use the dashboards where they can see the stuff in a quick manner, in a very quickly manner. And this is the place you can see the dashboards. Few of the dashboards given by ServiceNow out of the box to us. Like this you can see here. Let me open the incident management. It is one of the dashboard given by ServiceNow. The background of dashboard is the report only. They are taking the data only from the reports, nothing else. So first I will create a report and then we will put that report into the dashboard. So you can see here, incident overview, open incident, basic indicators, new incidents, incident by priority. So you can see like this, incident open incident by average age, incident priority, open incident by priority, by age, backlog, all these things you can do it, because management is much interested in this dashboards, not in the individual reports. You can see here, right? Now, if I want to create my own dashboard, click here, click on the new dashboard here. I click on the new, here I can put my name, functional dashboard. Group means who is the group responsible for maintaining this dashboard. It doesn't mean that only these people can see. This is for basically the group who is responsible for maintaining this dashboard. You can put order number for the recording thing. Who is the owner? Atul is the owner of this particular dashboard. Don't know what name Farha put for me in this instance. Okay. Restrict to roles who cannot see these dashboards. You can put the restrictions here and then click on the submit. My dashboard has been created. Now I will put my different tabs here. How I can get a tab? Sorry. Click here on these 4 boxes. This one, wait, sorry. Click here and go to this one and create a tab. And by default, it take my this name only. I created the tab here. Now in this tab, I want to put my reports. Click here, put it here. Click on the add. So now this report become on my portal. I want to add one more report. add. See, go to the second tab. I want to create more reports. Report. Click add. Because we did not create anything, so it is be like this only. Report. Let me do the filter, remove filter by anyone.
We can add existing reports there.
You only can add existing reports there. I told that dashboard is the combination of the reports on a single place. If you go to the report, you have to be open one by one, but here you just open a one tab and you can see the all reports available here. Change by risk, add, like this. Now again same question come, Atul, can we share this dashboard with my other colleagues? Yes. How? Just click on this particular sharing option. But which is in this what is interesting is that suppose I want to share this report with a group. Click on the add. What is the group name? It's a CAB management. CAB approval. This group. Okay. Do you want the represent only view or edit? I want only view. Share. Now this particular group can able to see this dashboard as well. Okay, ji, clear till this point? Any doubt, any question? Yes, guys.
Yes. No, it's clear.
No, it's clear. Rasul.
Anjan, Sachin.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now you need to do the practice and you need to be identify the answer. See why when I put any question, there is some background for that question actually. Definitely, I know that I never ask those questions again from you guys, but these are the questions which has been asked in the interview a number of times. So be ready for these things. People ask where you can go and change the limit of a reporting. You need to be tell that stuff basically. Okay. So this is a little bit overview about the report and the dashboard. Now it's totally your practice you have to be do on the top of that. Okay. Now what we'll do, we will start a new topic. Okay. And that is called the data lookup. I'll give you the overview today and tomorrow we will close this topic. Okay. And once we close this call now, I'll tell you about this topic as well. One thing important for this topic. Now let's go here and search for the incident. Create new. Who is not there today? Absent. Gaurav is not there. He was there, but he left. Absent only. Mahesh is there. Okay. Okay. Now I'm telling you one important point that is called the data lookup. Okay. This particular topic specifically work in step-by-step execution. If you missed out any step, you will be losing something. You will not able to achieve your task. You will not achieve your goal. Okay. Now see one thing. If I click on the impact and make it as a 1, my priority has been changed to 3. If I change on the urgency 1, my priority become 1. The question here, how these values are getting changed of the priority field. It is not a magic, and neither God is sitting inside of the service now who are doing this magic for us. It is a pure configuration. It is a pure configuration that we need to be understand. If I change the impact, my priority getting changed. If I change the urgency, again my priority getting changed. It means it is coming something from a table, and that table we called as the lookup table, where you need to be go and find out the things. Let me give you the example. When we want to take admission in any of the college, okay, what we go? We go for the entrance exam. Once the entrance exam has been done, we get our results and college call for the counseling. All right. Someone said, go to room number 1. Then say, go to room number 2. Go to room number 3. From 3, go to room number 4. And once you out from the room number 4, your admission has been confirmed. It means in the room number 1, they are checking your documents and they are changing the value of the for the admission is approval, verification, yes. In the room number 2, they are validating the documents with their website or some other means. Room number 3, you are submitting your fees. Room number 4, you are getting the admission receipt, roll number details. Okay, it means in these 4 ways you are doing your work, and every room your admission status is getting be changed every time. So how these things are coming? This is coming from the lookup table. Okay, I'll show you here something. Data lookup. Okay, we will create one example for us. Yes. Okay, source this data lookup rules and wait, I'll tell you this thing. This is the table actually, DLU and priority. See, this is my lookup table. If you select 1 as the impact, urgency as a 1, priority become 1. If you select impact as a 2, urgency as 2, priority become 3. Let's see here. Impact 2, urgency 2, it become 3. From where this 3 is coming? This 3 is coming from this particular table. 3 become 5. 3 become 4. Are 4? Why it's not 5? Let's see. 3 become 5. Maybe they override something in the background. Okay, like 3 and 1. See, there's an okay, it's become 3 now. Okay, so tomorrow what we will do? We will do an exercise that if my caller is a specific user, then and my priority is 1, then the ticket should be assigned to a specific group. That exercise we will do, or plus we will investigate how this exercise works basically. It is important to understand actually. Okay, so what you guys need to be do till tomorrow is that try to go through the data lookup documents in ServiceNow. Just understand that how this thing's working actually. What is the concept we are using in the data lookup? Okay, so that when tomorrow I'll tell you, because it is a 3 or 4 step process. First, we will create a table like this. Then we will create a definition like this. But to do this part, to create this table, I need to create a new table as well. Okay, if you go here, let me open this table. This is the wait. Copy this and go to the tables. DLU underscore priority. See, this is my table. If you open this table has been extended by the matcher table, not by the task table. See, So you can create multiple lookups in your system. That is not an issue. But the thing is that to do that part, you need to be extend the matcher table. This is one of the new table which we are introducing as of now. Okay, and then you can proceed as per your required stuff. Okay, any doubt, any question till this point?
No,
Anjan, Farah, Sheem, Sachin,
no at all.
all fine guys? Sachin,
Yes, sir.
okay, good. Okay, so now let me stop the. Yes, Sachin, you're speaking. Okay, so now let me stop the recording here. Okay,